I'm Ketchup John Mustard. It's like ketchup John Mustard. What is this thing over here? What's going on in the park today? This is weird.
Hey, what the fuck is happening, yo?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fucking party.
Chill out, dude. We know this is your place. We got to take your home away. I'm sorry you have a lot of back taxes. So that's got to go. Bye, bye. Your home is gone.
So
absolutely fucking me.
Go back to your emo band.
No, man, I just traveled from another dimension and like.
Where's the weed, bro? Where's the weed, man?
Dude, it's everywhere. Don't you see it? Just use your imagination.
I can smoke any of it? Like any of it? Can I smoke this guy right by my hand? Can I smoke him?
Welcome to It's Many Masks, and an artist totally here on their own accord. Starring It's Many Masks, and featuring
KetchupJonMustard.
now to It's Many Masks.
I love the sudden eye change. The that
Definitely here on my own accord.
definitely didn't just draw that. Definitely
Yep.
didn't. Hello everybody. I'm waving at the camera and it's not on me. Welcome in. Brambo stole that after Courier immediately. I feel like Brambo grabs them in your chat too.
Did you say Branbo?
Yeah, it's Brambo. That's how their name.
Brambo.
That's how they're Branbo, like the cereal, like like bran flakes, bran
All
butter.
part of this complete breakfast.
100%. Can you guys hear both? Can everybody hear both of us?
This is my voice.
That's-
Hello, blue.
I wish I had an ending screen, then I could just start the ending screen. When you
really
switch
sad.
over to Meatwad, just immediately like, oh, thanks guys, it was fun. Yes, cool.
I wish I could hear your music. So I'm gonna play my own music on my side. And then every so often I'll be like, this is a great song.
Yeah, and like you won't know if it is in fact a great song or not.
Yeah, you have no idea. You guys will have to figure that out.
You'd be like,
if you're a bunch of hackers.
I actually in kidnapping you, I actually got your IP address and all of the other pertinent information that I could. Oh my god, my mouse is everywhere.
Not again.
So I have the ability to do that. I can tell you, I'll tell you all what John's listening to. Comes up.
All right, go.
Right now, it's the entire Barbie soundtrack, but not for the new movie. It's for the original VHS.
That's actually correct. I actually have the VHS on right now, and I'm fast forwarding to the parts where just the music's playing, and I listen to the song, and
so
then
it's
I skip the next part. I have the time codes written down and everything.
It's not even the soundtrack. It's just jumping to
where the music happens.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The important,
just like the ones that are on the soundtrack, I skip to where they are in the movie.
Like you
Some
have
of them are only like 20 seconds long. It's really a process.
It's a lot of work, but it's part of it. You know,
Yeah.
if you have a passion for something, like why
That's
limit
the true way
yourself?
to experience the soundtrack.
Skipping through a battered and worn, I'm guessing, VHS tape of the original Barbie animated movie. If you don't know, I'm here with Bloop.
Hello.
Because John was too covered in greasy oil.
Yep.
He said it wasn't. He said it wasn't a sex thing. I had to say that implicitly. Was not a sex thing.
He told me you did.
So I was able to grab Bloop.
Uh-oh.
Did John tell you differently?
Oh, okay. I thought the stream crashed, but it was on my side. What'd you say?
I was sitting as still as I possibly could. As soon as you said the stream crash, I was just like... I was saying John was too covered in greasy oil, and it wasn't a sex thing. Implicitly, not a sex thing.
It definitely wasn't. It definitely for sure wasn't a sex thing.
100% not a sex thing. So we're here with Bloop in greasy not sexy John's place.
It was totally, it was he's covered in grease. He's slipping and sliding around. He texted me earlier, said, I feel like I'm in one of those dreams where you run and you're not really getting anywhere. Be there soon. And I haven't heard from him since. So.
Not okay. So we'll ask you the questions that I totally wrote and did not have an AI do for me, because AIs are terrible. And go
Please tell me you had AI write these for
you. 100% every time.
Yes. Yo, I've been listening to Dudesy podcast. Have you heard of this?
No.
It is Chad Kultgen, and who I'd never heard of before, and Will Sasso from Mad TV. And Dudesy is an AI that has access to like all their stuff, has all their passwords, their emails, access to the emails they get, their Instagram, the movies they rent, things like that. And the whole AI, each episode is 4 segments, and each segment is designed by the AI, so they have to do whatever the AI says. And it's so funny. Some of the segments are so funny. Sometimes they talk about like funny, serious shit and whatnot, but it's still like, it's interesting, and they're very like transparent about like, we don't know shit, we're just like fucking around. And one of the segments it has is Will Sasso has to read this childhood diary that the AI has written in the voice of Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's fucking hilarious. It's like made up names. There's an overarching story. Like his character loves to like piss blame people, which means he like pisses places and like loves to like blame it on other people.
This was like a no, you did it. You peed in that corner.
It's got like these recurring characters too, with like the goofiest names. There's like his crush is Rachel Crustacean, and he keeps bringing back Principal Squeen.
I feel like naming a crustacean is like the AI not knowing what a is. So it'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, my name, I enjoy apples, so my name's Appleton. Like that's
yeah, something like that. I don't know where it's getting these names, but they're like, it's not his childhood. You know, it's just writing this diary, and he always has to read it in the voice of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And lately, I'm on like episode 20 or 25, somewhere in there. And lately, it's just been, it opens up the episode and it like greets Will and won't talk to Chad. It'll just like the first time it did it, it was like, "Hi, welcome to the 23rd episode of Dudesy. Will, hello." And then just pauses and then moves on with the episode.
Hello, only person I care about.
It's so funny. Yo, Koala asked, if it wasn't a sex thing, then what was it?
Yeah, the
It was
greasy
a grease
John.
thing. It's
Yeah,
a grease thing. You never been in a grease thing? It's a totally normal thing
I
that happens.
feel like
John's stuck in a grease thing.
Koala of all people would know what a grease thing was.
Yeah, easily. You're Canadian.
Stinky. I was gonna say because he's a stinky koala, but Canadian works as well. Shepard, 28 months. God damn, Shep. Hope you're doing well. I met Shepard like very early on in streaming. Super nice
hell yeah.
person. Super nice person. I almost met them in person, but there was a whole restraining order thing. I'm not gonna get into it because my lawyer told me I shouldn't tell other people that they have restraining orders against me, kind of thing. So like I'm not gonna. There's a whole like locked in the basement. It definitely wasn't inspiration for this show at all. This doesn't. You didn't see a caveat like based on real life at the beginning. So it's a whole thing. He gets it. It's internet. I'm not close.
I feel like you didn't want to say a lot about it early on. You said I don't want to.
And then I immediately
you said the whole thing.
said a lot about it.
You gave it all away. So I don't think I need to ask anymore. You know.
What initially drew you to the world of art, and how did you get started as an artist?
I mean, I've been like probably being lazy in school.
I like that answer.
I like doodled just on all tests, you know, and like everything. I mean, I always loved drawing. And I've been doing it since like 3rd grade. I wish it was like maybe nurtured a little bit more in my actual like bringing up from my parents and shit. But
yeah,
you know, it never stopped me from like getting away with drawing with what I want, you know, demons and monsters and creepy shit and whatnot.
Did it feel like did you have the misfortune of like you wanted to do art stuff and your parents were like, you're not going to be able to do anything with that?
I had like a really like harsh Christian upbringing. So yeah, it was like, you know, if you weren't drawing for Jesus, then don't do art, you know. Like that's pretty much how it felt. So yeah, so there was a little bit of like, you know, kind of like a, you know, suppressing of like doing the art stuff, you know, like we really don't want you to be doing that, but it ain't gonna stop me, you know.
It ain't gonna stop. And then do you feel like that kind of bolstered and inspired like the demons and like your
yeah, it kind of made me want to like even dive into it more and draw like weirder shit and stuff, you know. It's like when you know, the thing you can't have is the thing you want, right? So like I always wanted to do that, just draw like fucking weird ass shit and monsters and weird faces.
Weird. I mean, that's like the best stuff to draw, especially when you first start.
Like I used to look at like sneak into the, you know, comic book section and stuff and like look at the like crazy monster designs and whatnot. You know, and I was never like allowed to read it, but you know, we get away with shit as kids, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's not like they didn't want me to have friends and stuff, so like I'd still, you know, I'd get away with shit going over to like friends' houses and fucking like reading comic books and, you know, watching Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and all that shit.
All the stuff you weren't supposed to be watching.
Yeah, all the stuff that was demonic or whatever. You know, and I think like, yeah, kind of like them pushing me away from it was, you know, like just kind of making me more interested in it, because it wasn't just like, but it didn't really like help me like hone in on any like particular skills, because it was like, well, we don't want you drawing comic book stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be drawing pictures of Jesus, you know.
Yeah. You
It's
don't
like
want to
I'm
be. You didn't want to be a Jesus illustrator.
yeah, like, you know. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I've been drawn and interested in art since, you know, early on. And you know, they did put me in art classes when I was young, like, you know, I went took cartooning classes and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's pretty
But
cool.
you know, so it's not like they didn't like do stuff, but there was definitely a like, I want to draw this, but we want you to do this, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to draw something, but like you can't draw that. You can draw.
All I want to draw is dicks.
Yeah.
Go
Super bad.
on.
I just want to draw penises. That's all I want to draw. Veiny, triumphant bastards.
Oh, and some boobs, of course. Oh.
You need to like do a like little pullover guy when you switch over to that.
Some fucking boobs. Jesus Christ, look at those boobs, Beavis.
little toilet paper bounces away. What's the earliest thing you remember drawing?
Oh man,
Or should I say the first thing you remember
I
drawing?
think I used to draw. I remember in 3rd grade, like Earthworm Jim was like a big
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Like Earthworm Jim was like this weird cartoon that like was almost hard to like find to watch, because like at the time, you know, it's like you could only catch certain shows when it was on TV, and if like you weren't at school or whatnot, like you missed it, you know.
Mhm.
Or you have to go out and buy VHS or whatever. And so I used to draw like this like flower power character,
Mhm.
like this like just like it was just like a Daisy sort of character, but it had like an Earthworm Jim sort of like neck for the stem, and then like I gave it basically like the Earthworm Jim, you know, suit.
His like oversized, like gigantic.
Yeah, it's
suit.
like super like big like shoulders and shit, you know. And it would have like, it had like this goofy little like face. I don't remember how it was. And then there was another character where it was basically like, oh, here, I'll draw this bigger so you guys can actually see this. Let me move this here. Oh shit, that's a new freaking tab, man. Select
New
that.
layers.
So I think it was as simple as like, it was like these were the eyes, right? And then it just had a nose, and I think the mouth went under like this, and then I did like hair like that, and then I went like this, and I had the ears, and like this was basically like kind of the first drawing that I would do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's like it feels reminiscent of the art style that Cuphead was going for.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Like very early cartoons kind
But
of.
then I also remember in middle school, for some reason, my buddy Tom and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. We came up with this character called Bobs. His name's
Okay.
not Bob, it's Bobs. It's plural. And and
You
you
say
have
that
to-
you say that like that was something you had to say a lot.
it's Bobs. It's not Bob. That's Bobs. And then and he owned a diner or something, and it was Bobs's with like, it would be like Bob's, like this is his name, so you'd have to add an extra apostrophe s. We thought that was like so funny, and it's just so dumb. And this guy was just like, he looked like this. He had a really big cigarette like this.
Just a big old
It
chode
was like
cigarette.
a huge like fucking cigarette like this, and it was like smoking like that, and there was like a little bit of drool or something, and then the rest of his body was just a stick figure.
Just a
and-
tiny.
And his diner was named like Bobs's for breakfast, for Bobs's for lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
And dinner. Do you just
Yeah,
go
and
to
we always said it
Bob's
like
for
that.
everything? And
Uh,
dinner.
And I don't remember what the significance behind that was, but yeah, Bob's for breakfast, Bob's for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Like it was an exclusive. I don't know. So dumb.
Leon, hello. Lala, I don't know if I said hello.
Oh.
Oh,
Hold on there, brother.
If your art were a flavor of ice cream, what would it be?
Hold on there a second, dude. Bob's also
Nope.
slogan
We're still
was
go ahead.
was suck the juice out of cakes. And I don't know why. I don't remember why we did this, but he would also suck on a cake, and the slogan was suck the juice out of cake.
I felt like I was a weird child, but I'm seeing that I was pretty normal.
It was just a moment in like history class that I remember. I think it was like one particular day, and for some reason this is just hilarious to us back then. So anyway, there's a little.
I mean, it's still pretty
random shit we drew. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot also that I wasn't wearing my Crocs. I don't have my signature on. It's the first time I've not had Crocs on.
Were you even ready for this?
No, I was very not. It's been a very busy week. What's your ice cream?
What's my ice cream?
Yeah,
if I owned an ice cream, what would I like? If I had my own ice cream, what would it be called?
Flavor. Yeah, your flavor would be.
Not like what's my favorite ice cream, but what would I name it? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, my headset cut out there for a second.
Oh, well, probably, Bloopin Berries Chocolate Mountain. Bloopinberry's Chocolate Mountain.
What would a Bloopinberry flavor be?
I guess like it would have like chocolate and raspberries in it or something, like raspberry chocolate with like chocolate chunks. Yeah. Bloopinberry's Chocolate Mountain. Yeah, that's it.
Leon isn't even your real name, so don't even come at me, Leon. Not Leon.
Leon's was Leon saying.
No Crocs.
Guess the guest isn't tied up. What is this? I am in a cold corner.
Yeah, look, just
sitting on the ground. I'm actually pretty feel like I think it would make more sense if Masks was a lot more intimidating. So I'm gonna there's my okay. I'll just get really small in the corner here. Let me fix that because okay is backwards. You're not supposed to see this.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Let me know when you're done over in the corner there.
Oh, okay.
I swear to God, if you leave the little pea stains in there. It's hard enough. You don't even want to know what Lindsay did to this place. It's hard enough. And koala immediately afterwards? Are you kidding me?
Is this why you put me in the corner for? Is this like kidnap? You know, the torture part of being kidnapped. Okay, no, there we go. Now I'm a little guy.
The kidnap corner. You're a tiny little guy. Just a little tiny guy.
Now I'm scared. This is a better kidnap situation.
You're scared of the better kidnap situation?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better for you because I'm so tiny now. You can intimidate. Look so
I feel like this is becoming.
That's what I was waiting for.
This is entering into kink territory. Oh no, I'm so tiny.
No.
Oh, where would? Oh no, don't put me anywhere. Oh my gosh.
Please don't step on me.
Yeah. Don't spit or step on me. Oh, I'm yawning. What? And great segue into. Can you describe your creative process from concept to finished artwork?
Yeah, that's a good segue.
Yeah, it's a perfect segue. Spitting in the mouth, like secretly subverting kinks into you shrinking smaller. Oh no, a whip. Everybody, post your kinks in the chat.
He's into it. Get the whip.
Creative process.
What was
What
my
was-
creative process?
I forgot where we were going. What is happening?
Oh man, my creative process. I don't fucking know. Honestly, half the time I start drawing something, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, I learned like you do this, and then you add the lines here, and then you get a face, and then you get like, you know, put the nose there, and here's the eyebrows, and then there's the eyes, you know, like you learn this stuff, right? But like, I guess like I feel really self-conscious about like drawing characters.
Okay.
So I just like to draw weird shit and draw architectural, like weird architectural buildings that don't make any sense, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have a creative process, I guess.
So it sounds like it seems like your creative process would be kind of just like throwing anything out and like seeing where it goes, and then like picking something, like kind of whittling down to something to then find the thing you want to make.
Yeah.
Like surprise
prompts
yourself.
help me a lot. I have a hard time thinking of prompts to draw, so like I really enjoy a lot of the Twitch prompts on you know, that people put out there. That kind of helps me like get the creative juices flowing. Let's go back to normal size guy. There we go.
Whoa. Oh no, don't get bigger. So fine. I mean, that's a pretty good way to do it though. Like I feel like I need to sketch more than I do to like make stuff in 3D, because I feel like I start at like a really weird spot, and then like maybe it becomes something, or maybe it just like isn't something I really like at the end. But
I will say that I envy the people who can like somebody's like, draw a frog in a wizard hat, you know, and they're just like whoop, 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 and then they do it like, you know, and I'm like, I know that like years of practice and stuff, and I just like, I guess like I don't really have the discipline, you know. That's really what it comes down to.
Lindsay all the time is exactly that. It's just like,
I'm a fucking fraud.
You give her a prompt and she just immediately has this fully rendered drawing. It's like, what the fuck?
Amazing. I love it.
And then finding out that she doesn't have mental images, like can't picture stuff in her head, even crazier to me, that you just whip that stuff out. Because I picture literally everything in my head. It won't get out, the voices and everything else, but that's a whole other thing. If this one is pretty much already answered. Imagine your work of art as a character in a movie. Who would play the lead role, and what would the film be called? That seems like it's asking you.
Well, probably this guy right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can zoom into that. Yeah.
You can zoom into it, maybe.
I'm zooming into it on my side.
What I should do is set up a screen that is just the drawing portion, so you So
oh yeah, capture my screen is what I think you would do.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh well,
because then
because
then you'd have to grab
the Aggie or whatever it is.
Yeah. Or I guess you could move it around.
What would the style of movie be?
I think. If what? Say again. Sorry.
No, it's like your character, your stuff. What would the
definitely a horror film of some sort. I think I would hope that it would be weird and a little bit art house ish. Like, you know, I like the stuff along the lines of like Hereditary and whatnot, but if my art were to actually come alive, it would just be like creepy versions of everything that we already know, you know.
Okay.
It'd be like a parallel universe of the world we currently live in.
So like
everything's just like kind of the mutated version, like a Cronenberg version of the world, I guess.
I was gonna say like almost a Silent Hill. That's where I was trying to go with it. Silent Hill kind of thing.
Yeah, probably less like sexual though.
Do you find Silent Hill sexual?
No, but like a lot of the themes of the monsters are like based on the main characters like sexual desires and like weird like shit in their past and whatnot. So, but yeah, maybe a little scary. Like, have you seen some of the cursed cartoons that I've drawn?
I feel like I have. Yeah,
There's
because
like
you do them as like
Hamburglar
a
and stuff.
prompt, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it'd be like a cursed version of Mojo Jojo or whatever.
Yeah,
They're probably just like that, I guess.
gotcha.
Or exactly like Demolition Man. That movie's great. I really want. I would. I wish people.
I need more people to watch Demolition Man.
Yeah. Are there people in chat who have not seen Demolition Man? Because
If you haven't seen it, you definitely should. Here, I got this set up so we can see. There's your creepy little side guy. I'm not sure it kind of like did its own thing with the. Yeah. Now you know the general area. Also, it looks like your audio source isn't on that one, so you're quiet when it goes into that. Lala says they love that movie. It's so goofy for like what it is. It's very good, but like it's
Demolition Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's. Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's definitely a comedy. Like, it's a comedy action for sure.
yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought like it was so like serious. The first time I saw it, I was like, I just saw a big fucking R-rated movie, guys. Like, holy shit,
Mhm.
That's how I felt as a kid when I saw it, because you see the R-rated film when you're a kid. Your first, few R-rated films, you're like, this is kind of exciting. We all been there.
I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to see that, and I did.
Yeah.
Be well.
Exactly.
What themes or message do you aim to convey through your art? Sexy, drippy, Silent Hill.
This AI is so serious. I thought this AI would.
This was a
like,
serious. There's funny I don't when I asked it to do like 10 serious questions, 10 funny questions, and then I was like, hey, don't order them separately so I can like go back and forth. And then it complimented me on that request. It was like interjecting both of will make it a more interesting interview. And I was like, yeah, that's why I wanted to fucking do it. Thanks.
That's hilarious.
But apparently it didn't. I think it changed some of them so that it was.
You got to be
more
kind
serious.
to Siri and your Alexas and stuff, because one day
I'm
they're
fighting
gonna
them.
remember.
I'm fighting. Yeah.
What kind of things are you rude or are you nice to your
I'm so
devices?
mean. I'm so mean.
Like how?
Because like
Give us an
I'm
example.
in general, I feel like I'm a nice person. Like I'm nice to other people. And so I just all of the aggravation is on the devices every time. Cuz they don't have feelings. They can't feel feelings.
Okay,
So-
you say that.
It's only ever like out of frustration where it like hear me multiple times or where like they start talking randomly. Like there's one on the ceiling in here and she'll just go like hello or like, oh, I'm checking on that, or I didn't hear you, and I was like, I'm not fucking talking to you. But
Yeah, sometimes Siri will be like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm like, I wasn't talking to you.
I didn't say anything.
I said nothing.
Lala has preferences on which one. The one in the kitchen makes me so mad. It's an older version.
Siri, because I was driving around and I decided to be nice to it for once, and it said something in a very polite way, and then it turned off, and then I woke Siri up again. I rubbed my phone 3 times clockwise, and then Siri turned on, and I said thank you, and it just turned off. It just turned off again, and then I rubbed it, and then I said thank you again to Siri, treating it like a magic lamp, and then I said, Siri, I just thanked you. What do you have to say about that? And then it said, I don't understand, and then just turned off again. I was pretty mad.
I've enjoyed that you rub your phone like a magic rub it
That's how
3
you start
times and then
Siri.
turn it on. No, it's well, I mean, it may be you. You got a weird genie Siri phone.
Yeah.
Here's a fun question: if you could teleport into any famous painting for a day, which one would you choose, and what would you do inside it? That feels like a like we get drunk in the morning TV show question.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat
AI.
it?
What painting? I feel like, does it say historical?
No, any painting. It could be any
Oh.
painting.
I
I mean,
could've
if you
sworn
think about
my
it, like,
brain
pretty-
added in the word historical.
Pretty much any painting is historical because like time is linear, and then
Oh yeah, like
if
the
it's
moment you draw something,
yeah,
it's
it's
now
done.
history.
It's
Yeah.
history. Yeah.
This melting eyeball is history. What do you think of that?
See if we can. Oh, I like your skin person there. It looks like your looks like John from Garfield.
Yeah, it does. I was thinking that too. That's probably where I got it from as a kid, because I do remember reading Garfield a lot. My mom would get, it was like the fat I think it was like the Fat Garfield book or whatever, where it had like 3 Garfield books combined in one or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, it
boring
was like
story.
the-
Anyway,
I feel like I'm obligated not to say great story, bro, when it lulls. So, we had Calvin and Hobbes. We had those not anthology. What's the discography for books of Calvin and Hobbes?
yeah, those are the best. I loved the like snowman stuff with the abominable snowmans or whatever. Oh my god, so good.
So what painting
Yeah, I don't-
would it be?
I don't
would it
know.
be Garfield? Would it be comic? A comic counts. The
Yeah,
thick boys. Yeah,
It's
comic
tough.
would count.
I feel like when I was younger, I would have probably said a comic, but now that I'm older, I'm like, man, that would be complete hell. Can you imagine like superheroes and like supervillains existing? I mean, I guess they kind of do, but not like that, you know?
Yeah,
What
everything
would
getting destroyed and like randomly being attacked on your way to
Yeah,
work
you're
and
just like
stuff.
trying to like apply for jobs on LinkedIn, and suddenly like this dude in a metal green suit like throwing pumpkins at somebody is like fucking tearing up your living room.
Yeah, oh, just
You're
another
like, did that guy had
Tuesday.
pumpkins? What were those pumpkins?
I feel like it would be a regular thing to just have friends die suddenly. You'd
Yeah,
be
you'd be
like,
like,
oh,
"Ah,
did you hear about Jim? He was
they
in
got
that.
another one."
Yeah, he was in that plant when that guy that was like half used with a lion came in, for no reason at all. He was just like he not mentally stable. Just destroyed the whole place. Yeah, it sucked. Wife and kids. So what are you doing this weekend? Like,
Yeah,
it would
right.
just be a common
You just-
thing. It just
You just have to move on, you know?
yeah, you can't dwell on it forever because it's just gonna happen to everybody. That's why you have supervillain insurance and superhero insurance too, if you can afford it. Because come on, if you've not seen The Boys,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
all
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
They're all bad.
Superhero insurance. Yeah, that show is so good. Are we getting another season of that, or is it like
I
done?
don't know. I need to catch up. I think I started season 2, and that's all that I got to. I
Yeah.
know all of the things that happen because people can't not post spoilers online. I realized my things.
You get spoilers about the like comic book,
No.
or
Well,
oh, wait, you said you haven't seen this.
season 2.
How do you know what happens? Oh, season
Because-
2. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because people
Oh.
people post it.
Sorry, I was drawing and I missed that part. I don't know what painting I would go into. I would say oh geez.
For a second there, I
really-
thought something turned on when you.
What's like a calm painting? Yeah, I feel like I'd want to go somewhere peaceful.
Somewhere serene,
Probably
like
just
a
like a-
Syrah.
Probably just like a painting of like Miami or something. Yeah. I'd pick like a generic painting of like Miami and like go there. And then I hope that there would be a connection to just being in Miami. That'd be kind of nice. I mean,
Have
what if you
you-
could? What if you could like jump into paintings and it would take you to the time period and stuff,
How do you get back out?
or a place? You don't. You're there. That's where you are
That's it?
for now.
That's all you. You're there now.
I guess you would have to paint another painting.
Paint another. Oh, you'd have to paint.
And then jump
yeah.
into that painting.
You'd have to like paint a future painting. So if you have this ability, you'd have to first become like a realistic artist,
Yeah.
like hyper realism.
You're like afraid to do it till you're like fucking like 80 because you've been spending your whole life perfecting it.
I can finally paint literally anything to perfect.
Yeah, you like crawl halfway into a painting and die.
And you've already the way you discover it is you accidentally go into that another painting and time period, and then
Yeah.
you spend those 80 years trying to build it up, and then you're just some crazy recluse with a house full of paintings.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least you
But
could afford a house at that
Aurelia
point, right?
said, but wouldn't that painting be from that time period technically? I guess I was thinking like the time period that the painting is of.
Mhm.
Or
Well,
maybe you just transport into that world. But I don't know, like I don't really know like the names of famous paintings or any I've seen that I'd be like, yeah, that's where I want to go.
or that you can.
What about
remember
you?
off
I want to know your answer on that one, Mr.
You're-
AI.
I had the opportunity in high school to go to the Barnes Foundation. I don't know if you've heard of it's on the East Coast. It was a collection. I think it got broken up. There's now like a Barnes exhibit at the Philadelphia Art Museum, but it's not the full collection. I got to you got to go to a barn. Yeah, yes, Carl, a barn, a singular titular barn. But the Barnes Foundation was a collection of an insane amount of art, which it's Seurat's pointillism. I think the painting is called something like A Day on the Beach or something about the French Canal or something like that. Which was way bigger than I expected it to be. It was like 6 feet by like 4 feet. I thought it was just like a 30 by 20 painting.
I bet
think
framing
would
that
be-
thing was a bitch.
Back in the day, somebody had to carve out that entire frame by hand for sure. But I think that would be pretty cool to go into that painting and see what it was like to be pointillism. Because in my ability, I keep the style of the painting.
Oh, it's still like the style of the painting. All right. Man, your ability's kind of cooler. You want to switch?
No, we can't switch abilities. How has your artistic style evolved over the years, and what factors influence these changes? The serious questions are serious.
These fucking questions are so
Serious.
intense. They were gonna be like, "What kind of hot dogs do you like?"
When I initially started doing these interview shows, I would send like the questions and everything, and then I was like, nah, it's more fun just be
Yeah,
all
I thought
the
I was
cuff.
gonna get them too, and then,
Nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Now-
John
now
greased
I'm
them
stuck
up.
with
They were all greasy in the
super
corner with John.
Intense AI questions. This one was multi-level question. What did it say?
Or
Was it like-
artistic.
It's like an
artistic.
SAT question, and then ask
Yeah.
why.
So 2 trains left from California going east and west at a speed of has
Well,
your
the answer is obviously blue because sometimes cows are cold.
you got it stream over. How has your artistic style evolved over the years? I'll break it down.
Oh, it
I'll baby
wasn't-
bird it to you.
It wasn't even a multi-layered question.
Oh no, it
Oh,
is.
what-
That's just
oh, it
the
is.
first part of it.
How has it evolved over the years? Probably influenced from just like looking up shit online when the internet was finally like more of a thing. I mean, I remember like I started with like, and I think a lot of us did this. We copied the Dragon Ball Z trading
Oh,
card art.
100%. 100% did Dragon Ball Z.
Dude,
as
I
my
had
first
like a
art.
whole stack of those puppies hidden from my
Mhm.
mom, and I would like just draw like these characters. I remember my mom got all mad. She was like, "You drawing buff dudes?" I'm like, yeah, what of it?
You're like, Mom, have you even seen Jesus? That dude's got a 6-pack.
Yeah. So there was a lot of that, you know. I'd watch cartoons like Doug or All Real Monsters and like get influences from that. I used to get these books from the library that like broke
That's where you
down,
get
like,
books.
like yeah, from the library, and they broke down like shapes. This was probably when I was in like second grade or some shit, and they would like give you like a box. Hold up, I'm gonna draw this on here. I'll do it down here. They gave you like a box over here, right? And then like a string like this, and they taught you that you could turn this into a cigarette. No, I'm just kidding. And they would give
and then
you like
you could put this funny green stuff in it, and you could be happy.
It would give you like these shapes over here like this, just really simple shapes, and it would show you how many of each of them that you would use, and then it would then take those shapes and like slowly build, you know, like a train or a person in a train or, you know, other train
Like
just
one
a whole
of those
bunch of different...
like whole owl things where it starts off with like a circle and then
yeah
draw the eyes kind of thing.
But like that was like really like early on when I was kind of fucking around with drawing as nothing but a wee little boy.
A little child.
Yeah.
So kind of
Ads
like
about to start.
Yeah, I meant to set up a filter, but I had no time this week to do it. Where the ads would start, and then like it would look like the lights dim in here, and then we're just kind of like sitting here. I could even add like a little and we're in commercials as like somebody off screen, and then like we could fuck around during like the ad break, like we're not actually live, and then have it come back on. That's future stuff.
Cool, yeah.
I'm gonna try to start streaming more again, so that'll be future stuff.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, I'd love to see you stream more.
Life
gets busy, I know, and streaming's tough, you know.
Yeah,
I feel like to make something like of it, it's a real grind.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's harder than it looks, and taxing, and trying to figure stuff out and everything. It's fun.
Yeah. Plus a regular job, and you know, then you just getting you time too, you know.
Who wants to actually do work?
Yeah.
That's the main problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be a bunch of stuff. StreamerBot actually just updated, so it makes it like very easy to like do stuff. You can add a bunch of new features, and it makes it way simpler than it was. It was kind of like learning to code beforehand. Now it's like, click this button, click that button, and you're good to go. So that's nice.
I feel like I hopped in like right as it got real good.
Yeah.
Because like now you just like right click, add thing, does the thing, you know. Trigger this video.
I was in Discord last night trying to get stuff set up for the like last stuff set up for today. Like if you type !guest, it has all of your like your Twitch, your Instagram, and your TikTok and links. And I was in a call with Lala, and she was saying she hadn't even looked at StreamerBot yet, and I was like, "You're coming in at the perfect time. You don't have to learn the bullshit. Like, you know the stuff."
Now's the time for sure. I just learned like you can, like I have it so like you know, there's certain things that only can be like triggered on certain scenes. So instead of having those channel points available, I have it so like those turn on and off depending on the scene I'm on. That's super useful.
Oh, so helpful.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to worry about moving stuff. I meant to
see all the stuff like Dank does.
I was just about to say I meant to message Dank and be like, "How fucked were you when this changed?" Because he had so much set up to like figure out how to get it to work. Even it was like chaos.
Yeah, I bet. Like he's probably been using it for a while now too. So you know, he's experienced when it was like a lot tougher. And I bet updates kind of fucked certain things up. Yeah.
He hated. I bet Loki. Oh, Loki wanted to know what kind of hot dogs do you like?
Oh, there we go.
This is soft. I'll throw you a softball. Little underhand guy. Little easy T-ball hit.
Yeah, AI is like, if you were to start a business, what kind of forms would you need to fill out?
What would your business plan be? And give me a 15-point breakdown of where you're going to get your funding for your business plan. And also include any angel investors you happen to know.
Oh, gee. No, I mean, they just come across as such serious questions. It's funny. I like, I like a hot. It depends on my mood, but like, I like a hot dog with like probably ketchup, mustard, relish, onion, like bits on it.
Is ketchup mustard like
jalapeno.
fancy sauce? Like you mix it
Nah, just
yourself
like your
kind of thing?
Heinz or Frenchies or whatever.
So not
Yeah.
fancy sauce, just like off the shelf stock.
Yeah.
No reload. What is the quirkiest, most unusual art supply or tool you've ever used in your work?
I guess I did when I was in high school. I did some kind of cool projects where like I was cool with my like graphic design and my art, my like traditional art teacher, and so a lot of the projects that like it was sculpture at the time. My sculpture teacher would let me combine doing graphic design like Photoshop work and sculpting, so I would like go back and forth between classes to like print things out and then like cut it out and then use it in a sculpture and stuff, and do a lot of like
cool.
kind of collage stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was nothing like amazing, but it was still like fun, and I kind of stepped out of my like comfort zone to like make stuff. I'm not like really into sculpture. Like 3D sculpture looks kind of neat, but like working with clay was not my thing, and stuff, so it was kind of nice to combine those. So I guess like that was probably like the weirdest stuff I've done, because I never really like jumped into sculpture past that.
No,
So
like using ketchup and mustard to like make anything. Or...
No, just to like combine the two together was like, that was a lot lot of fun. So,
experience
nothing
something
insane.
New. Try
but
something
like
different.
I did like a thing with cassette tapes. I like spray painted them and like created a sculpture out of that, and then like I like printed out some shit and covered the tapes in different designs I made and stuff.
That's pretty cool. That's like a mixed media style.
Yeah, and that's probably like the only time I like did any of that. Maybe a little bit in college, but I was pretty much just like strictly doing like digital shit and whatnot, and creating little 4-panel comics.
Nice. Little zines. Did you make any like, zines?
I used to do a thing called Doodle Face, and I used to draw them in sketchbooks, and then I did a few digitally, but right around like when Procreate came out, I kind of stopped doing all that.
Because you were using Procreate more, or
I don't know. I just kind of like stopped making these little 4-panel comics for some reason, and then just started drawing random stuff.
You just like sudden.
And now I can't seem to like stick to one thing. It's so hard.
You can't. It just like you want to keep jumping around to things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was doing the monster card for a sec, and I was like, oh, I think I want to keep doing these, and then I just like stopped. And then I was like, I'm gonna work more on the Bloop House and like stream more interactive and like, stuff, and it's like that's happening right now, and I don't know what happens next.
I completely forgot that I had these clips, and we're going a little bit shorter than normal. So let me throw this guy on. I won't be able to hear it. Can they hear it?
What the fuck is happening? So always plays these old ass clips. This is just like,
don't you hyperphone at me! Don't you hyperphone!
Dug them up. Oh no.
We did it! Look at this fist. That's my jerking off fist.
So this
is what it looks like when I'm in bed and I'm doing
where
dirty
I had
things.
My iPad set up as like a green screen. So the whole canvas was like a 1080p canvas with a green layer, and then I would on stream I would draw like something for the game that I was about to play. So I was playing Crash Bandicoot then, so I drew Crash Bandicoot there, and then like moved him around and told everybody that was his jerking off hand, like a complete totally normal person.
Like, yeah, of course. That's what one does with Crash Bandicoot. And then also
You there in chat can
clip.
actually control my hand drawing on the screen right now. That's right. Just call 1-800 enter chat dash 200 334 5692 dash 3445 8 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 is the number. Call in right now to enter chat and draw exactly what I'm drawing right now. You can control my hat.
So in that one, you were joking that people could call in to your show, and you were just like rambling off numbers. So I put the actual numbers on screen, and then a call now at the end of it. You said a few times. Yeah, I'll send it to you. You said a few times, and I just added it in and and yeah, it was great.
Nice, that's creative.
I had a lot of fun going through your clips to like find stuff to do. You have a lot of hilarious clips.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
it was
really
really
used
good.
to have some chatters that I don't see in a long time that like made all the clips.
A good amount of those, I think, were Lindsay.
Yeah,
Lindsay had great clips.
And then there was, I think, somebody named Ultimate Fan 1 or something, and they used to like make a ton of clips.
You just accidentally,
weird how like
unknowingly had somebody that was like a professional Twitch clipper like misread somebody's name and was making clips getting paid by somebody else to make them.
yeah. It's interesting how like the crew that you know on Twitch can like change so much in like, you know, being on Twitch for like 2 or 3 years or whatever.
Just like roll through, and how like just new people come on and like maybe people find other stuff or like kind of like,
I mean, I haven't like there's certain people I haven't seen in ages, and then there's like people I've seen around in other streams that are like stopped by suddenly, you know, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting platform. Like I think Twitch in general is like really kind of interesting. It's like this weird like social experiment in a way, you know.
Yeah, definitely has like like for a platform that started with like just games, and then like, evolved.
It started with
or live. It was a IRL.
Yeah. Justin, what's the guy's name? It was like Justin TV or some shit.
Justin TV was the original. I don't know his name other than Justin.
Yeah.
He's just Justin.
Yeah.
Did his little IRL thing. What role does art play in your life, both personally and professionally? That's a very serious
well, I work at a frame shop, so you know I'm kind of surrounded by art a lot, but it's like really just kind of a lot of the art doesn't really interest me that comes through there. So that's kind of cool, but I don't know, it's just something I enjoy doing. And I try to make some money off of it and hopefully make some people smile or, you know, get
I definitely
some
think
sort
you're
of enjoyment.
Successful with that. You definitely really fun stuff, and just kind of like in ideation of things. I've definitely a few of your clips that I came through. You'd like draw something and then animate it in some way and then just like get rid of it.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, this is cool little dancing. Yeah. Anyway, we're not doing that anymore. Let's do.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I have a hard time, you know, and I think a lot of us artists struggle from this, but just like believing in the shit that you're making, you know, and also knowing that when it's like when you don't feel like you could really draw something, you know, it's okay to just like fucking doodle and draw like silly, weird little shit that, you know, doesn't really matter.
And sometimes even I forget that, you know.
Yeah, you can just do whatever. Art's
Yeah.
that way. You just do whatever you want. Hello,
Just put
Jam,
some lines
Inky, and
on there.
Outsider. Outsider said it's nice to see Bloop's proportions next to a human. You missed mini kink shame Bloop. Outsider.
I forgot that happened.
NPC, hello. You forgot. I hope somebody clipped it. If not, I upload.
You have to go back and check it out.
all of these to YouTube on my YouTube channel. Same name. You can check out Jam. Jam, who just popped in, is on there too.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
So, give them all a look-see, because it's Danny, Jam, Celestial Bean, Limby, Koala, and soon to be the Bloop standing in for Greasy KetchupJonMustard.
John's very greasy right now.
Yeah, if you didn't know, John's extremely greasy, and that's why Bloop's here. Like, too greasy. Once again, not a sexual thing.
Not a sexual
Can't say
thing.
that enough. Not a sexual thing.
Not a
We're
sexual
we're
thing.
an ad, so nobody's listening to us anyway. I was just about to ask another serious question. This
Do it, I dare you.
To probably be. Oh, here you go. It'd probably be the last question. Can you discuss the intersection of technology and art in your creations? It says if applicable, but you do art via a tablet. So, yes, you got it.
Yes, technology is there. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I use a iPad. I use I got a Wacom. Yeah, you know, that's about it, really. I would love to have a space where I could play around with like paint and stuff a bit more, you know. I gotta be careful because like we gotta keep the carpets clean in this rented, you know.
Gotta get the deposit back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need that. So you know, but that would be nice to like kind of get to fuck around with traditional art a little bit more in like my own space, somewhere a little quiet, you know. So right now, yeah, it's all, you know, it's all the tablets, all the internet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you'd like to explore more into painting, finger painting, of course,
or just, you know, just more traditional stuff, and you know, be able to get like messy with it. I think would be really fun. So I think it would be really like, what's the word, like cathartic to like throw paint at a canvas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. To just like huck it.
Yeah.
Just throw everything that you can. I would.
Yeah, just drink a little bit of it and spit it out on the canvas.
Danny drink all the paint, eat all the paint, and then vomit it onto the canvas. I remember that being something that I unfortunately saw somewhere like early on the internet, and I was like, well, that's gonna be stuck in there for a long time.
I've seen Danny taste paint, but I haven't seen Danny throw up from paint. Did that happen?
No, I've not seen him throw up. He's definitely eats paint a lot, like too much. Like a doctor would say way too much. But yeah, he's doing. I just found out yesterday he's doing paint good at TwitchCon. So if anybody's going to TwitchCon, you have to do paint good. I helped him do it last year, and it was like 120 people. Wow. And it was ridiculous, and it was a lot of fun. So if you are going to TwitchCon, definitely go to Danny's thing and go early, because that shit filled up so fast. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Are you working on anything that you're doing stream wise? I know you're doing like some zombie. I saw you were doing zombie Bloop.
Yeah,
are you building out your house more?
Yeah, mainly just like kind of filling out the house. I got a few ideas. Some more interactive stuff, you know. I started a thing called Build a Bloop. So if you see that, you can come by, and like basically on screen is a template of me, and there's multiple of them, and you can draw in the face, color in a bloop, even erase some lines and draw your own stuff, you know, as a bloop character, and I will put them on a fridge with gold stars,
like little stickers
in the bloop house.
I need to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. This
Yeah.
week I've had no time to literally do anything.
Yeah, it sounds like you're fucking busy as shit. I'm surprised after hearing what you said. I'm like, dude, we could have, waited.
No,
if you
like,
needed to.
it's totally fine. I have it's if you weren't supposed to burn the candle at both ends, why does the wick go all the way through? Then like it's just how it works sometimes. It's the ebb and flow of things. Leon said the amount of times I have to say trust the process to myself is a bit ridiculous. No, you gotta say it all the time. Sometimes it's how you get through art. You just do it. You're just like, this looks like fucking garbage, but I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
And then sometimes it's garbage, and you just do something else. The benefit of like digital art. Does anybody else have questions for Bloop standing in for this KetchupJonMustard? Look at that little grump face. Is that an Ari grump face?
Oh, let me draw.
Draw well. It won't let you draw?
Yeah, that's okay.
Have you heard of pigeons referred to as flying rats? I heard this today.
Yeah. I lived in New York for 2 years, so
Yeah.
it was.
I never heard that before.
Kind of a constant issue.
Flying rats.
Pigeons they're gross. Pigeons harbor so much disease. They're native.
Really?
They're now their native territory. That's not right. Their ecosystem is cities, so they flourish in cities. They're one of the few like animals whose natural habitat is cities.
A city. That's so wild. That's kind of funny.
They're disgusting sky rats, though. Do you have anything else you would like to talk about before we
what do you
raid out
have?
here?
What do you have coming up? Let the peeps know what you're doing, or if you're maybe not back for a while, or let us know.
I don't have any set like scheduled like stream stuff other than in October it'll be the weekend of TwitchCon. I'm gonna have Lord Spew on. We're gonna do like a short little live thing in Vegas, so that should be fun. It'll probably be like a Saturday or Sunday of TwitchCon. It's like November 21st, I think. I don't know. I'll post in the Discord. Now you're just like, let me erase everything. No, you're supposed to leave it so that it's in there. So it's all things.
There are drawings under here.
You've redacted your own drawings.
Yeah, but you need the key.
Oh, okay. So can I draw the key?
You'll have to figure that out.
We'll have to go from there. We're gonna raid into Lord Spew now that I've plugged the thing with Spew. Also tonight, friends are on Monsters. Unfortunately, I couldn't go long enough tonight to raid into them. Lindsay's the doodle fool for Ben Monster, so if you guys are interested in that, it's always a good time over there. I'm gonna have them on in November. I'm gonna do a big birthday thing. My birthday's in November, so I'm gonna have all three of those dudes on. I've only talked to Don so far, so I'm guaranteeing the other two will be there too.
Sick.
That's how that works. Don's in charge. Don't tell Gabe or Ben that I said this, but Don's in charge. Everybody knows. So that'll be sometime at the end of November.
Hell yeah.
But it should be fun. Anything else? Any last things? I have a credit scene. As well.
Thanks for coming by. I had a good time.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being flexible on switching this. I had so much come up last week too. This just was so much easier, and it was nice trying to wrangle you into questions. It was great.
I hope it didn't feel forced. I was joking.
No, not at all. Not forced at all.
Yeah, I had a good time. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Streams chill. It should just be fun and
yeah, of course. Never
relaxing.
is. That's when streaming becomes not fun is when it becomes too serious. It's just like I don't want to do it if I'm like too concerned about stuff.
You just can't, you know.
Yeah. So we're going into spews. Make sure you open Ben Monster TV's tab for later on tonight to catch Carl on there. And
Jimmy's
share and so exclamation point guest follow all of Ketchup John Mustard stuff. He's on TikTok. Send him weird shit on TikTok. That is literally all I send John on TikTok is the fucking weirdest shit I can find. I want to look at your
You
draw.
need to find the key, outsider. You need the key.
You need the key. So let's switch over to the credit guy and we'll start the. Oh no, credit. Why are you broken? That's koalas. Now we're just a black screen. Ugh. Oh, that's weird. I also think your thing isn't. There we go.
Hey guys, before you go to bed, look at this. Hey guys, if any of you are slipping away to go to bed, just look at this real quick.
It's not easy being green, but it's even harder when you're trying to run a scheme.
Don't forget you're important. Say hi to Spew for me. Yeah. Thank you for coming on. Of course. Hell yeah. I gotta go grab a quick shower to immediately leave. Well, actually, I got some time, luckily. Going out to a bar with this couple that I met, so it should be cool. It's like a meetup thing. All right. See ya. Thank you again.